Anyone who's tried to find a place to live in Toronto knows what a nightmare it can be. Well, two reports out this week show some promising news for the rental market in this city. One real estate agent tells us that while the small changes are welcome news, he warns against getting too excited about any potential price drop.
It's tough, and I feel for tenants these days.
$22.50 for a one-bed, one-bath. A quick scan at rental listings online shows just how expensive Toronto's rental market is.
Toronto's the financial hub of Canada, so it's not surprising at all that Toronto's place is number one there.
The city is holding the number one spot on PadMapper's list this month for most expensive one-bedroom rentals in Canada. But one stat might give renters some hope. While the rental website shows the average price of one bedrooms is still a whopping $2,300, it is holding steady this month. And even better news, two bedrooms are actually down to $2,950 from $3,000 last month. Still, don't get too excited, says realtor Conrad Reiger.
The decline is, again, month-to-month decline, so it's really, I believe it's just seasonal. People don't want to move in or move out during the winter months.
Reiger says the real clue will be if prices continue to decline in the spring. He doesn't see that happening even with a rise in the city's rental stock.
In the GTA now, we have just over 12,300 units that are actually under construction and are new purpose-built rentals.
Urbanation released a report this week revealing Toronto's rental construction in 2019 was at its highest levels since the 1970s. And there are applications in the works for more than 57,000 units in the Greater Toronto area.
So this is a property here that's listed.
But Reiger points out while it's helpful, it is still a drop in the bucket compared to the city's yearly population growth.
The increase of Toronto's population by 77,000 and Greater Toronto area by 200,000. People want to move to Toronto. There would have to be a substantial amount increase in rental properties coming onto the market to really have an impact on prices.
Learman agrees it's just a start.
We are in desperate need of new supply. We are not meeting the needs. On average, we should be making at least 20,000 plus new units per year. Certainly, the low-rise market has not been keeping up. There's a lot, we're well past the peak there.
Last year, the City of Toronto changed its rules, limiting short-term rentals like Airbnb. Reiger says he's already seeing some of those turned into fully furnished long-term rental units. So could that help bring rental prices down? Not likely, he says, unless we see a major financial crisis.
The price is already up. When people are used to paying quite a bit of money for a rental, it's a hard sell for landlords to expect less for their properties, and there's still so much demand.
Now, across the country, the cities that saw the biggest increase in rental prices were Winnipeg, Kitchener, Ontario, and London, Ontario. Meanwhile, the top three cities that saw rental prices drop were Saskatoon, Victoria, and Abbotsford, BC. In Toronto, Ginella Massa, City News.